So.
Hey, well, at least we caught it.
Oh.
We caught it.
Alright guys, welcome back. Subs and Paws coming again today. So, I mean, for a long time I've been kind of looking at this speaker since it came out, really. And instantly, I'm not sure which one was out first. I think they came right around the same time. This around when the Skar VS came out. I had bought the Skar it was like before it was even available on their website. I don't remember where I got it from, but it wasn't even on their website yet. And it was only available on this one site that I got it from. And then it popped up, and then it started. But I was the first person that had the VS on YouTube or any social media for a demo. This Hydro now, I got the same size, so I can do a exact comparison between the Skar 10 and the CT Sounds 10. So the Hydro, I'm gonna, when I go and put this one inside the same box that I'm testing that one in, I'm gonna lay them side by side here so you guys can see them side by side. I'll do close-ups and stuff so you guys can see them, you know, the innards and whatnot. So they're both D2s, so they're both gonna be wired to 1 ohm, so you can see where this guy's running and the other guy's running and who has more rise and who's handling more. We got plenty of power, so that's not a problem. So, I mean, without further ado, guys, let's start breaking into here because I'm excited. I was excited as soon as I rethought about this video, because I'm going to be doing a comparison video, two of them together. CT Sounds versus Skar. So a lot of their equipment is not so similar. This is one of them that is very similar. So much, in fact. Alright guys, welcome back. So I just did the entire video on this and walked back to the camera, and again the camera shut off, so I don't even know where it stopped. I don't know how much I got recorded. Maybe I'll add that at the end just for like a blooper or something. So anyways, I was one of the first to demo and purchase the Skar Audio VS. That's their newest sub they have. It replaced the VD, which was never really a shallow sub to begin with. This design, I think, is like by far the best design that they've come up with for a shallow sub. It fits everything in this one little compact frame. Motor assemblies right inside. It's everything's gorgeous on this. So I came up with the idea of putting Skar against CT Sounds because I know there's probably a lot of Skar versus CT Sounds anyways, and people might look at one of their subs and look at a Skar sub and look at a CT sub and say, which one do I want to get? So far everything I've tested from Skar has been top notch. I mean, for the budget side, for the budget end of it. Everything that I've tested from CT Sounds on their budget also has above and beyond. So there's a lot of differences, especially in this particular sub. These came out, I think, around the same time. I'm not sure. Which wasn't long ago. I think it was just last year. So the Hydro, this is the D2. The Skar Audio I have is a D2. So I'm going to wire them both to 1 ohm. Both dual voice coils. They're both very similar baskets. When I pull the other one out and put this one in, I'll line them up before I pop this in the box. I'm going to use the same box. I did check the Skar sub, and the Skar sub has single stitch around the surround. This has a double stitch around the surround. Let me put the camera a little bit closer so you guys can see. Callan, I'm recording, buddy. I'm recording. Okay, so let's check this out here. So the cone on this is a paper cone, polypropylene dust cap, foam surround, and like I said, the double stitch. Now the Skar audio, which when I line them up, I'll show you guys both. Single stitch. It has a polypropylene cone. I think it's the whole cone. Now it does have a small little dust cap in there, and a rubber surround instead of the foam surround, I believe. Like I said, I'll line it up later. So the baskets are very, very similar on them. The VS and the Hydro. Tinsel leads on this are, I think, light years of what I don't even remember looking at it at the moment. I don't remember what it looks like. I believe under the, so I might have to eat some of my words here. The pole vent and voice coil vents and motor vents here, very similar baskets on them. I'm thinking that just by looking and I mean, they both feel fairly similar to CTC. The CT feels a little bit heftier. Let me see what they have for voice coil. I think it's a 2.5 inch. Hydro 10. Hydro 10. So this doesn't really give any information on that. Let's see if there's anything on the side of the box. So 500 RMS. Yeah, I'm not finding anything. So I'll have that in my next segment of what the voice coil is. So alright guys, so I appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't already, like the video, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if not already subscribed, and I appreciate you guys watching. We'll be right back, guys. Alright, welcome back. So just some quick info, I just checked it out real quick. So the tinsels are single lead flat wire, which, like I said, they're huge, I believe, in comparison. Like I said, I have to check out when I pull the Skar out. A 2.4 inch voice coil, which again is odd. There aren't many voice coils that have a 2.4 inch. A lot of them are 2.5 or 2.75. I've seen 2.9, 2.93, 3 inch. But 2.4 is odd. For a 10 inch shallow speaker, that's pretty decent size. I think it should perform well. And again, 500 watts RMS is nothing crazy, so I think that's actually the same RMS as the Skar, because I was trying to go up to 1,000 with the Skar so I can get the max. And you guys will have to watch that video, and I'll be doing a comparison video. We'll be seeing who comes out louder with the same power, and we'll be doing a bunch of different comparative video features. So stay tuned for all that, guys. I appreciate you watching. Alright guys, welcome back. Alright bud, you ready? We're gonna go get the meter. Hi Poochie. Alright, let's go and get... Go ahead, you can run. Alright, let's get the... Come here. We're going to get the meter out of the car. Alright. Let's see here. Yeah, we're gonna get the meter out of the other car. Here we go. Alright, yeah, the meter. Alright, so now we're gonna bring it back to the other car. We have to start up this one today. And why don't we check our we're gonna check our voltage here. I'm just curious if my voltage has dropped. 13.1, so I think it was like 13.8, so it has dropped a little bit. So I'm gonna start the car up today because I think it rests at like 13.8, 13.4, something like that. And I haven't started the car in like 3 days now. So I'm gonna start the car up and gonna get her going. So we'll be right back. Alright guys, welcome back. So I got Kellen out with me today, and we have the Skar Audio VS-10. This is a shallow sub, and I have it in this box, and it sounds fantastic. So I'm gonna try this out on the Audison amp. This is wired to 1 ohm now. Then I'm gonna swap it up. I'm gonna put the CT sounds in here. I'm gonna do a decibel test up front. I have the meter up there. We're gonna see if we can set it off to hit 120. So hopefully we can get above 120 with this little guy, and we'll go from there. I'm trying to make this all one video. I don't know if I want to bring it into the other car and see how it sounds. I'd like to at some point even possibly build a shallow box and see what it sounds like in a a proper box that they suggest. For this, I mean, it sounds like a regular 10. It sounds like a 12. It sounds like a good sub. It is a good sub, and we're gonna test out the CT Sounds Hydro 10 also. So let's get the car started. All right, come on, bud.
That's the front bed.
Yeah, it is. Come here. Kneel on the car. Right, ready? Already sounds nuts, and the car is open. All right, so let's see here. If you guys can see that or not. Let's pan out a little bit. All right. I don't even know if I should turn it up another one. I turned it down 4 from when I was regular listening. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I think that's probably about at its max. Yeah, that's hitting pretty hard there. All right, so I'm gonna close up the car here. See what it sounds like inside the car. See if we can get that meter to come off. All right, let me go turn off my... So nothing with the two front doors open. Hey, hey, what's going on, bro? Yeah? Just a little 10.
That's what I'm saying. It's a little bit, but it's bigger. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, nice, thanks. All right, let's check this out. So, I mean, he just said it sounds nice. That little 10 there. Let's see what we got. All right, so 125. It's not bad. 125 too. All right, let's try this again. Let's see what we got here. 125.5. All right, so let's close the door and see if we get anything better. With the door. Whoa, 129.2. Okay, all right, hold on, let's try this. Up one volume. Whoa! 130.16 was that? Okay. $131. I did not expect that at all. So there you go. There you go. That was a good test, huh, Callan? Nice. And as always, guys, that is ultra deep bass test. Slow down, 32 hertz and up. All right, guys, welcome back to Mega Bass with Subs and Paws. All right, so there they are. That's the Hydro 10. See if I can move that over a little bit here without making it fall. Hydro 10 and the VS-10 side by side, and they're literally, I think they're about exactly the same size. Literally exactly the same size. This gasket seems a little bit higher than their gasket, but the surround and the surround seem about exactly the same height. I mean, obviously the CT Sounds looks a little bit more thicker than the Skar. I think it is a little bit thicker than the Skar, but I mean, the Skar sounds phenomenal. We just heard it. We got almost 132 dB with the single 10, and that's a shallow sub. So we're gonna get this inside the box here real quick, and we're gonna move on here. So the terminals on here are about 10 gauge terminals. I don't know if you can see that, 10 gauge terminals, and these here look to be about, I'm gonna say 10 gauge. I mean, you could probably fit. All right, let's see what we have here for tinsel leads. That's what I wanted to check out before that I did not look at. So it's two small leads, and these are two huge flat leads here. So the leads on here are definitely bigger than the Skars, but the Skars are no slouch either. What's up? What'd you say? I didn't hear you. If I'm talking, you gotta let me talk, and then ask me what you want to ask me, okay? Because now you forgot what you wanted to ask me. Alright, so let's get that in there. Let's get this guy here. So something I like to do, let me just show you guys real quick. So the wire here, this is a 10 gauge wire. So it takes 10 gauge on the other side. So the other side I go 10 gauge. But this side I split in half. I tie it down backwards on here and only use that little half so I can still get it into there. And generally do the same thing with the other wire from here. And that way I have two halves of a 10 gauge going into a 10 gauge connection. And that way I'm allowed to use 10 gauge wire on the 10 gauge wire. Alright, so let's get this into here. I have not even tested the speaker yet, so this will be the first test that we're doing on this particular speaker.
Oh, what's that?
Alright, so let's get this guy. Here's our negative. Alright. Let's get this in here. Alright, come on, baby. Come on. We're going to try that again. Let's see if this side, maybe I can go over here easier. Yeah, I think so. If I can go this way, I can go a little bit better.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna go from this direction here. So one way it went, it's like not wanting to go in there neatly, and that drives me nuts. I don't know about you guys, but I can't have wires sticking out, frayed wires sticking out. It bothers me. All right, let's see here. Come on, let's go. All right, so I'm gonna try twisting this like this. Okay, there we go. All right, like so. All right, got my buddy here, Callan, with me. That's my good buddy. All right, so I'm gonna get these screws in real quick. I guess I'll just leave you guys. So I'm only using the four the screws right here.
Look at that TV.
Let's see. There we are. I swear that went into the hole. All right, we'll be right back. Alrighty guys, welcome back, welcome back. Alright, so let's get her started. Ready? We're gonna go start the car. Okay, come on.
I was there, Cole.
Yeah, of course. Alright, Callan started the car up. Alright, let's go get some music on. And we're going to leave it exactly where it was. Actually, I'll put it back to the original spot. Here I had so I'm going to put it to the original spot where I had the more than the VS just by looking at it. So let's get up on there. Yeah, you can definitely tell it's moving a lot more. So I think this is on the volume up where we ended with the VS. Nice. So we're gonna close up the car. We're gonna go check inside for the DB, see what it's doing. All right, so we got 131.5, I think it was. That's what we gotta beat. We'll be right back. All right, here we go, guys. Welcome back. Let's see what we got here. So we're gonna test with the door open first, I guess. See what we're getting. Let's back it up. We'll start back here. So 23.9 we got there. All right, let's close the door. So we gotta beat 131.5. All right. What we got here? Oh, let's go back right there. Come on. 131. Come on, let's get a 132. Come on. Come on, 132. Come on, 132, baby. Come on. Tell him, Kellen. 132. 32.5. There we are, right there. 32.5. I knew it could do it. And my voltage right now is down too. All right, so I'm good with that. So, we'll be right back, guys. All right, there we go. All right, so welcome back, guys. So all in all, this was running at about 12.5 to 13 volts when we were doing the test. So obviously you would probably get more power easily, and it might sound a little bit better with more power running at 14 volts or whatever. But the CT sounds definitely came out on top of the Skar. So the CT sounds was a little bit better than the Skar. I mean, you could just see it from the way it was flexing and stuff. I mean, it was flexing a lot more than the Skar was flexing, that's going to give you a little bit better sound. And like I said, they're both wired to 1 ohm, same box, same amp. The voltage was the same because my voltage, it drops down. It only goes up when it needs to charge itself, and then it goes back down again. So it stays around 12 and a half to 13 volts.
Hey, I'm gonna do it.
So there's your wrap for you. I'm gonna try to see if I can get something else to match up to the ZVX, maybe from CT Sound, see what I can get from them. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you guys watching. As always, take care of yourselves and each other, guys. Peace. I'm gonna bring a short for you guys for this. Just a little flex video.
I'll show
We'll be right
you.
back, guys.
Peace.
You want to show them?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Show them. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.